Hey everyone. I want to do this podcast because I want to talk about something that's fascinating. I want to do a little history because I love history a lot. And okay, so the biggest state in the United States is Alaska. And Alaska is about over 630,000 square miles. Get this, Alaska is less than 700,000 people in the whole state. Now, this is where it gets fascinating. Texas is the second largest state. And there's about, I would say it's about 300,000, more than half, like 250 or 300,000 square miles. But guess how many people live in Texas? About 30 to 35 million people that live in Texas. Isn't that insane? That it's more than half the size of Alaska. And Alaska has that many islands, and it is that massive. And it doesn't even have 1 million people on it. But there's like 30 billion people in Texas. Now, California, where I'm from, even though I love California, even though I lived in Sweden for a couple years, I love it there too. But, California is my home. What I love about this state is you literally can wake up from 12 to 12. You can go dune bug racing in the deserts. You can go to the mountains in Big Bear and snowboard, or Whitewood or Mount Baldy or whatever. You can come back down, go have lunch in Santa Monica on the pier or whatever. Then you can go to the valleys and go to Napa and have wine tasting. You could literally do all this shit in one day. If you woke up from 12 to 12 and went live on Facebook or whatever, YouTube, you seriously could do all that in one day. I'm surprised no one has done it, but you can. You literally can. So, that's the fascinating part about it. And California has about 30, they've got about 40 million people in this state. Isn't that insane? There's like 40 million people in California. And it's a big state, but not as big as like any of those other states. Look at New York. New York has about over 20 million people. And it's 55,000 square miles. Isn't that fucking insane that New York is that tiny of a state and it is that overcrowded? But look at Texas. It's the biggest state. You could easily add another, you could easily add another 20, 30, even 50 million people in Alaska. And it still wouldn't be enough to overcrowd that state. That's how massive it is. But no one wants to live there. It's a beautiful state. I'm not hounding it, but there's a lot of drunks, there's a lot of wildlife, and you could die more easily than anywhere else because it's so treacherous. Hang on for some, I'm writing my brother. Okay, sorry about that. I was writing my brother because it's so frustrating. I'm dating this girl, and she's gorgeous. I've never met anyone so gorgeous in my life. And she has a lot of depression, anxiety issues. I don't want to give up on her. And everyone's telling me to, like, yo, you need to move on. I'm like, I don't want to move on. She already said, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't been writing you the past 3 days. I haven't been myself lately. I have a lot of anxiety and depression issues. I feel really bad. I want to hold her and have her cry in my arms. But she likes to do things herself. She's very independent. So she said, just give me time. Trust me. I'll be back to normal soon. I always do. So I'm like, okay. So I'm giving her space. I'm trying to be respectful. I did write her once, though, yesterday. Just saying, hey, I'm sorry for bothering you. I know I'm going to give you space, like you said. I just want to let you know because I'm kind of an early person. I like to tell people what's going on ahead of time so that way they can kind of make a plan. You know, I like to plan early when I do shit. So I was telling her, like, hey, you know, like, what's today? What the fuck is today? Thursday. So it's going to be Friday. So I actually texted her today. Sorry, I thought it was Friday. So I actually texted her today, like in the morning, like around, I forgot what it was, like 9 or something. And I just said, hey, how's it going? Hope all is well. I'm sorry that you have anxiety and everything. Just know I'm here for you. I'm being respectful and giving you space. I like to tell people ahead of time. But I was wondering if you wanted to go to the movies with me and just like hang out, you know, this weekend. Just let me know, give me a time and a day, and you know, and we can like hang out or something. Anyway, text me whenever you want, and be well. And I sent a hug emoji. That's all I did. I haven't heard anything since Sunday. Because Sunday we actually did write quite a bit for the Super Bowl. She's like, oh, wow, that looks packed. That looks fun. And I was just writing her back. Like, she looked happy. She seemed happy. But I don't know. She seems like she has mood swings. But the thing is, a lot of people are saying, oh, but, you know, you should give up on her. But it's like, as a person who suffers, you know, if you really love someone, okay, let me just be clear with all these fuckers who are telling me to leave. Let me be clear. If you really care about someone and you really love someone, sorry, I'm getting all emotional. I'm like Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like his little twin. Anyway, if you really love someone and you care about them, you will love them regardless. You know, if you really love someone, you care about someone, you'll be there for their best and you will be there for their worst. And that's what people don't fucking get, man. That's what love is. That's what relationships are about. You'll be there for the good times and the hard times. Look at one of my best friends that lives out here. You know, I'm there for her during her good times and her worst times. There was a time when I've consoled her and gave her a hug and let her cry on me because her parents are fucking assholes. Okay? And, you know, I was there for her. You know what I mean? That's what you do when you care about someone. And I care about her and I show her that all the time. And I think she knows it. It's just she's one of those girls that likes to be by herself, you know? She needs time. So, I mean, I want to build a relationship with her. I want to do a long-lasting relationship, but the problem is we started talking on December 15th, and then we went on our first date in January of the 9th or the 10th. So I'm really hoping we do that this weekend, or at least in the week or something, you know, because she said that she's going to be busy. So I already told her I don't want to annoy her or anything. I don't want to bug her, so I'll just give her a little space. Hopefully she writes me back, and then, you know, and then we go on another date, hopefully the movies, and then I can kiss her again and just tell her that I'm a really good guy and I really care about you. I mean, think about it. Here's the thing. The thing that frustrates me the most about all this is not just her mental issues. The other thing that really drives me nuts about this is she's told me the first guy, he didn't show up. The second guy, she said that he wanted to bang her and go into his hotel room after the first date, and she said no. And then the third guy said he lost his wallet and for her to pay for everything. So here's me, who hasn't done a wrong thing in his life like that. And I was genuine. I came up to her. I greeted her with a hug, and I talked to her. We talked the whole day, and it was so much fun. And then it started raining, and it got really cold. And I said, let's go inside. There's a table in there. And we went in there. We talked more. And then after she left, she goes, oh, I got to get going. I got to go to work. I go, okay. I go, hey, this was a lot of fun. Would you like to go on another date with me again sometime? And she said, yeah, I would love to. And I go, that would be great. I go, because, I mean, this is, I feel like this is really cool. Like, there's like no tension, there's no anxiety. I feel like it's all like a natural thing. It's crazy. And she said, yeah, me too. That's how I'm feeling too. And then I walked to her car and I kiss her. And I said, hey, do you mind if I give you a goodbye kiss? So I did. And, you know, and then we talked about it and said, yeah, we felt like there was a connection, and we said all these sweet things to each other. And then it started slowing down about 2 weeks later. And now it's been, well, once it hits 12 o'clock, it's been 5 days. And she hasn't said anything. So I'm going to respect it. I'm just going to wait till the weekend. I mean, I already told her, so I mean, it's up to her if she goes, hey, I'm sorry I haven't written you. I'm so sorry. I've been having a lot of issues. You know, and if she says, yeah, I would love to, or sorry, I can't make it on those days. How does Monday or Tuesday sound for you? And if she does that, then I'll be like, okay, I'll happily oblige and go, yeah, let's fucking do it. So, you know, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl, you know, and I care about her a lot. And I'm sorry that she's going through a lot of things, and I want her, you know, I want to see her again. You know, I'm hoping she's not ghosting me. I don't think that's what it is, because she said she's a very honest person and all this other stuff. So, you know, I think eventually she'll write back. It's just nerve-wracking, you know. So anyway, I was just wondering what everyone else has gone through of dating. But the thing is, look, she obviously said that she didn't care that I had autism. She obviously doesn't care that I'm still working on getting my car. I mean, I still work. I mean, I do a lot of side jobs and stuff. But I mean, here's the thing. If she wasn't interested, why does she still look at my piano videos? Yesterday, I went live on Facebook and she liked it. Actually, no, she didn't like it that time. She actually watched for a few minutes and then she went away. So I'm assuming she was at work when she saw it, or wherever the hell she was. So anyway, that's just my thoughts, and it's exhausting. Dating is exhausting, man. It really is. But anyway, thanks for listening. I'm gonna try and relax. So, bye.